Hey, it's another show that Nickelodeon screwed over that was actually good. In other news, water is wet. So we got the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series finale. It's where we find out more on Shredder and how he comes back to life. You know, this series finale reminds me of two other animations. One is My Little Pony's Shadow Play. Both have a villain that was cursed / hidden and isn't truly evil until the evil selves take them over. Then the heroes come in to save the day. This also reminds me of this one Mystery Skulls animatic on Magic. No, it's not from Mystery Ben 27, it's from someone else. And I reviewed both that My Little Pony episode and the Mystery Skulls animatic, but I never reviewed this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle episode. I had fun with this series finale. I think it's great. It's not perfect per se. Most of my problems come down to the comedy. I know that I just got done with an entry saying that it's okay for a show to go off topic as long as it's funny, but it doesn't really work here when the humor is not the best. I love the action and drama scenes. They are some of the best things in Nickelodeon history. But whenever the comedy got in the way, I was a bit annoyed. It's not bad comedy per se, it's just a distraction. Could you imagine if Chicago Med had to have a random off-topic joke every 5 minutes or less? That's what happens here. The more serious your show, the less jokes that are needed. But I still do enjoy it. My favorite moment is the scene of the family drawing that one of the turtles made. That got a tear in my eye because it was so beautiful. And this has some of the best animation that I have ever seen in not just Western animation, but in animation in general. Look at these fight scenes. Now that is amazing. I don't know why Nickelodeon screwed this one over as well, throwing it to Nicktoons and giving it little fanfare. Yeah, at the start of season 2, it just went straight to Nicktoons and was given very little fanfare, and not a lot of people followed it, making the series have to end on season 2. I am getting sick and tired of Nickelodeon throwing their shows to Nicktoons when it doesn't get as good as SpongeBob in terms of ratings. Is a very annoying problem. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles deserves better. Nick should have treated the show much better. It deserves a better chance. Speaking of Nick's shows that are good that got screwed over, there's It's Pony. And no, this has nothing to do with My Little Pony. It doesn't even come close to that show. It's kind of its own thing. Just because a show stars a horse does not mean it's a My Little Pony ripoff. BoJack Horseman stars a horse that has absolutely nothing to do with My Little Pony. It's Pony I really enjoy because it feels like an actual breath of fresh air on Nickelodeon. I mean, for pretty much most of the shows from the 2010s, they were pretty much bad. Being loud and obnoxious and gross and just not fun. While this show here is quiet and fun. And I do think that's Nickelodeon stepping in the right direction. We don't have a lot of shows like that. And the last time I felt like a show on Nickelodeon did this was like Hey Arnold or As Told by Ginger. That's about 2 decades ago. Not saying that every Nicktoon that's loud is bad. Cat Scratch is a loud cartoon, but it's a good cartoon. SpongeBob, modern SpongeBob even, is loud and could be obnoxious, but it's a really good show. For It's Pony, I picked the second episode because it was more welcoming to see. Beatrice is supposed to be that character that usually is bad with animals, doesn't hate them per se, but it's like Darla from Finding Nemo or Elmira from Tiny Toons, where they don't understand proper animal care. Pony at first does not like Beatrice, but when Beatrice gives him a new name, he loves her, and the episode goes on to reveal that she actually is good with him, or at the very least, Pony enjoys her company. The episode has some really good jokes. My favorite joke of the episode is this dark joke where they make it look like Beatrice's lizard is dead with her saying he's lost, but then she says this:
I made a maze for him and now he won't come out.
I don't get why this show is not talked about. I know what you're thinking, but Loud House is more popular and better. Not as of late. Most people that I talked to that enjoyed the show says it's going through seasonal rot now, and the ratings in the Loud House have declined significantly. Starting with up to over 2 million an episode in the beginning of the show, now barely reaching 500,000. Like, it's not even at 500,000 anymore, people. So in terms of popularity, it's going down by like 400%. Yeah, it's probably may not be as noticed, but I think it's worth giving this show a chance. It feels a lot more quiet. Yeah, it does have some gross out, like Pony accidentally farting on Annie, but they don't show the fart on screen. It's off screen. And Annie wasn't really getting tortured here because she kinda deserved it. And it has some good jokes along the way. There's a chase scene with a hot air balloon that I died of laughter at. And I love the joke of the dad losing his car to a gerbil. This is an underrated show that you should check out.